Police scarlight breaking. Jelena Djokovic's urgent press conference. Comments on Novak face screaming in. Fear. Tennis fans react and pray. It was a typical Monday morning on the global sports calendar. Headlines were rolling in from Paris to Melbourne, and fans were buzzing about upcoming tournaments. But no one expected the world to pause in unison for a single press conference until Jelena Djokovic, wife of tennis legend Novak Djokovic, stepped up to the podium. Within moments, social media exploded. Clips of her urgent comments were trending. Fan forums were ablaze. And hashtags like hashtag pray for Novak and hashtag Djokovic update began dominating Twitter feeds. For tennis fans, it was a surreal moment. Novak Djokovic, the man who had battle history to remain at the top of men's tennis, suddenly seemed vulnerable in a way the public had never seen. And Jelena's message, delivered with raw emotion, sent shockwaves through the sport. The press conference that broke the internet. Jelena entered the room dressed in muted tones, her face carrying an intensity that immediately captured every journalist's attention. Cameras flashed as she adjusted the microphone and began. I know the world is concerned about Novak, so am I. I just asked, please give us a moment. We're working to get him the help he needs. Her words were cautious but urgent. They hinted at a situation far more serious than typical injury or tournament withdrawal. Fans immediately speculated, their imaginations running wild. Was Novak battling a health scare, a personal crisis, or was it something else entirely? Jelena paused, took a deep breath, and added, Novak is strong, but even the strongest need support. Sometimes, please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. That's all I can ask right now. The press room erupted with questions. Reporters leaned in. Cameras zoomed in on her expression, and the air buzzed with tension. But Jelena remained composed, answering carefully. We are focused on his well-being. That's the priority. Details will follow when we're ready. It was a delicate balance. Reassurance paired with undeniable urgency. Fans react with shock and concern. Within minutes, the statement was everywhere. Fans across the globe flooded social media. What happened to Novak? Face screaming in. Fear. Hashtag pray for Novak. Sending love and strength to the Djokovic family. Hang in. There, Novak Red Art. Jelena looks so serious. This is worse than I thought. Hashtag tennis family. Even fellow athletes weighed in. Rafael Nadal, longtime rival and friend, tweeted, Novak, you inspired us all. Stay strong. We're with you. Serena Williams shared a message of support, prayers, and love. For Novak and Jelena, you're not alone. Fans created candlelight vigils online and offline. Trending hashtags became global and live streams of Jelena's press conference racked up millions of views. The speculation machine goes into overdrive. Naturally, speculation grew. Analysts debated Novak's current condition. Was a physical injury, a mental health concern, or something more personal? Former coaches, commentators, and sports psychologists all weighed in. Some suggested he might be recovering from a hidden injury that hadn't been publicly disclosed. Others hinted at mental fatigue after years of top-level competition and the pressures of maintaining the world #1 ranking. Novak is human, said one analyst. Even champions face moments of vulnerability. Jelena's comments show the seriousness of the situation. Meanwhile, conspiracy theories ran rampant, some claiming tournament conflicts, others speculating about family emergencies. The truth, however, remained firmly under wraps, guarded by the Djokovic family's insistence on privacy. a family united in strength. Amid all the speculation, one thing became clear. Jelena's words underscored the human side of Novak Djokovic. She didn't focus on titles, rankings, or media narratives. She focused on her husband's well-being and the power of family support. Novak is not alone. She emphasized, "We are together and your prayers give us strength." This simple statement reminded the world that behind the fame, the records, and the championships, Novak Djokovic is first a husband, a father, and a man facing challenges like anyone else. Fans began to share personal stories, messages of hope, and prayers for the tennis legend. Across Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, fan art and heartfelt posts fill feeds. One viral post showed Novak and Jelena walking hand-in-hand courtside, captioned, "Even champions need champions beside them. Stay strong, Novak," the medical angle, and expert insights, while Jelena refrained from giving medical details. Sports and health experts began weighing in. Dr. Jelena Djokovic, a former team physician for professional athletes, stated, "Professional athletes often face high physical and emotional stress. Recovery is not just about muscles and bones. Mental well-being is critical." Jelena's public request for prayers could indicate an emotional or physical challenge that requires careful attention. Others suggested that Novak's intense schedule, including Grand Slam preparations and international travel, could have contributed to an unseen strain. Regardless, experts universally emphasize the importance of privacy and empathy. Global community unites. What followed was nothing short of extraordinary. From Serbia to Australia, from Japan to the United States, Novak Djokovic fans organized campaigns of support. They shared messages of strength, encouraged one another to send prayers, and even held live virtual gatherings to collectively wish him well. Tennis academies across the globe paused briefly in solidarity, sharing messages like, "To our young players, remember that even legends face challenges. Let's send Novak love and energy." Looking ahead, what fans can do, while speculation will inevitably continue, the most important takeaway is clarity on what fans can do: respect, privacy, send positive messages, support Novak in spirit rather than through intrusion, focus on empathy, compassion, and patience as a situation develops. It's a reminder that sometimes the most impactful support isn't measured in likes or shares, but in quiet, sincere solidarity. A reminder of humanity in sport, in the fast-paced world of professional tennis, dominated by headlines, rankings, and records. Jelena Djokovic's urgent press conference was a poignant reminder. Champions may bend, but they are human. Behind every trophy, every headline, every victory, there's a life that matters. Behind every champion, there are loved ones whose concern is just as real. For Novak Djokovic, that person is Jelena. For the fans, the lesson is empathy. And for the world, it is hope. Epilogue. The rally continues as Novak Djokovic's team works quietly behind the scenes. Fans continue to pray, message, and support. Hashtags trend. Candles flicker in windows across continents. Stories of hope and solidarity flood feeds. And somewhere beyond the media frenzy, Jelena Djokovic remains steadfast, the anchor to Novak storm, the voice that reminded the world even the strongest need support. And sometimes that support comes wrapped in love, whispered words, and a plea for privacy in the grand narrative of tennis. This moment will be remembered, not for a serve, not for a backhand, and not for a Grand Slam title, but for the rally of humanity it inspired. Because sometimes the most powerful matches aren't played on courts, they're played. In hearts. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share.